So where have I been? Well, we are going to cover that in this video. Hi, my name is Jeni and welcome back. Today we are going to do a bit of a different Q&A. I have my partner, husband and fellow watch YouTuber Kai here. We're going to have a little bit of a chat about your questions and see where this is going. It's going to be a new format, and I've asked for your questions on Instagram and on YouTube here on the community tab. So thank you so much for your questions. And yeah, Kai, we're going to start right away with the first one. Fire away, Kai, please.
Okie dokie, Jenny. Up front, I will apologize for my not so great English skills, but maybe you can have some fun by hearing a real German person try to fake a British accent or something like that.
We're going to start with the
YouTube questions.
YouTube question, right? Okay.
Okie dokie.
Go ahead. I'm excited.
The Vlad Tepes.
Oh, hi, Dracula. Vlad Tepes?
Vlad Tepes.
I think.
I'm so well educated that I don't even know him. The Vlad Tepes asks, Jenny, what about EVC? Do you like them? I've been told they are very good, but people all over the YouTube are just snobs who talk about Rolex and Holy Trinity only. What's your take on that?
First of all, are you talking about me? Because I do talk quite a lot about Rolex and stuff. Anyways, thank you for your question. My thoughts on IWC. Well, it's not particularly a brand that I am super hyped about, mainly because it's not the aesthetic I would personally gravitate towards.
You mean the pilot stuff and Flieger watches?
Yes, it's not really my thing, which is mainly because they're just too large for my tiny wrists. I mean, the Portofino is nice. I really like the Portofino when it comes to dress watches. But, I mean, yeah, IWC is fine, really. I don't mind it. I get why some people may dislike it. It's not a sexy brand, in my opinion, but it's a solid one. So
not as sexy as like Patek, Rolex, Audemars, who have the hype with them, and EVC is just like a little more for the people maybe who know or deeper into watches.
Could be something. You know, it's like flying under the radar with an IWC.
Show that you really care about watches.
Kind of, but yeah, not necessarily my thing, but it's fine.
I see. The next question is from Watchman8817. He has a rather urgent question. I'm traveling to France and Italy soon in order to see the sights, and I can't believe I'd really need to leave my watches at home. Please be blunt and let me know what you think. My idea is to use common sense and don't try to show off. If there's no long sleeve to hide it when walking, then it's going in a pocket. It's a 126710 BLRO, the Pepsi, on Oyster that I'm wanting to bring, so very recognizable. What's your guess? I've got several Grand Seiko GMTs as well. Thanks, Jenny. Love your content, Jim.
Thank you so much. Well,
I think he's about stealing, right?
I think so,
Security.
Yeah, it's a safety question. I totally get you. I understand this. We talk about this a lot when we travel.
We do.
Which watches we should take, which should we rather leave at home, where are we going to go? And I have to say, I think a lot of times when I wear my watches out, I don't think most people would think they are like legit. So
it's from Turkey, 50 euros.
I don't see myself getting mugged.
I think no one does, kind of.
Good point. But I would, if it's like, he said Italy and France?
France and Italy.
I would not wear my watches out in Paris. I would not wear them out in Rome or any other big cities in Europe. Mainly because pickpockets are everywhere. You're not like getting robbed at gunpoint, I think. But yeah, chances are with like a sleight of hand trick, they will, I don't know, divert your attention to someplace else and then, just slide the watch off of your wrist. So I know it might be a bitter pill to swallow, me telling you that you should leave your watches at home. But unfortunately, at this day and age, I wouldn't risk it if I were you. Perhaps you can find something less expensive you could be wearing out. The Seiko, my Datejust Seiko, I will put an image somewhere here. It's
The
such a nice...
S77 or something like that.
I cannot get the reference right. SNX 79K.
Yes, SNXS.
Something like this.
Watches to wear in big cities. It's like kind of a higher risk, I think, to show off for example, full gold Rolex in Paris, because I think it's just very likely that you put some eyes on you, which you maybe don't want.
Exactly.
And okay, with insurance, I don't know. As you said, being robbed at gunpoint.
You see, I wouldn't, even if your watches were insured. I mean, yeah, if you're that type of person who's like, yeah, I don't care, it's insured. But for me, like, our wedding watch has such a personal, sentimental value.
Yes.
It's engraved. I can't get this specific watch back.
To lose.
Yeah, I can't replace it. So if it's a watch, you would technically be able to be like, yeah, I'll get another.
I mean, when we were in Paris, we just chose our... rather,
I think you wore your Speedmaster
maybe
back then?
Speedmaster or Seiko, and you wore a
What was I wearing?
Seiko tank or something like that. So we
Yeah.
didn't put on a Rolex when we took a trip to Paris.
No.
We left them at home because we were like, okay, it's not very likely that something happens, but with a Seiko, it's 100% unlikely that something happens.
Yeah, I would say so too. So yeah, I'm sorry to say that might be a bit of a bummer, but I would say rather be safe than sorry. Maybe wear something different. But if you want to risk it, just be aware of it. Be smart about it. I'm sure you are. And thank you for the question. Hi everyone, Future Jeni here. Before we continue with some more questions from you guys, I want to take a second to thank the sponsor of today's video, Chronex. Chronex is not only one of the biggest pre-owned watch dealers with hundreds of different watches and offers online, but they've also been a supporter of this channel for over a year now, which I'm very thankful for. They gave me a special promo code for my viewers, so when buying a watch at chronex.com, make sure to use my code Jeni with an I to get an extra discount. I myself bought my Yachtmaster 37 from them. I like to call it the White Walker. I'm super happy with it. They have in-house watchmakers who check every watch that is coming in and going out, so you do not have to worry about authenticity at all. They ship out watches to almost every corner of the world, but you can also use their worldwide pickup lounges if you want to. So make sure to use my code Jeni with an I on your next purchase from Chronex to save money on your next watch. And now that we've got that covered, let's get back to your questions.
Okie dokie. Next question is from Jerry D. Rocco 2991.
Thank you.
Hi and congratulations, Jeni.
Thank you.
I'd love to hear your thoughts on the brand Glashütte Original, in particular the Senator collection. I've heard them referred as the poor man's A. Lange und Söhne. Who better to ask than you? Thank you, Jared.
Oh, cheers. Thank you so much, Jared. Glashütte Original. Okay. Me personally, I don't mind them, but for my personal taste, I can't really put my finger on it, but for some reason, the dial layout oftentimes do not work for me. I think, I don't like the phrase, the poor man's A. Lange und Söhne.
It sounds mean.
I know where it's coming from, though. I know where it's coming from. You see the similarities, and if you don't know the history about Glashütte Original, you could easily think...
With the Großdatum and stuff, right?
Yes, with the big date. You could easily think that, oh yeah, they're just a copycat of A. Lange und Söhne, which they're not. It's just that they share the same origins, they share the same place. I mean, Glashütte is tiny, guys. It's super tiny.
It is.
It is such a small village. A very beautiful one, too. You should go visit. So it's normal that they have similarities in terms of design, and they also have the 3/4 plate that they use, which is such a Glashütte staple. But yeah, they're great as well. The Senator collection, I think out of these, if I'm not mistaken, there's one called Excellence or something. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. They're nice. They're I think they just have a date and a 3 hands layout. So very simple. You guys know that I'm enjoying my minimalism in watches sometimes. I would probably go for one of the Excellence pieces, but yeah, Glashütte Original, not really my cup of tea. I don't think
Quality-wise, I think nothing to say against, but branding-wise, I think it's like a few levels below A. Lange und Söhne, right?
Yeah, I
A. Lange
would
&
say
Söhne is
so
just the
too.
king in Germany, and I think nothing close to it. And Glashütte original is like branding wise, not even close, I think.
Yeah,
but
which is-
quality wise, it's totally
it's
fine.
also kind of like a lose-lose situation in that case, because they have A. Lange & Söhne to kind of look up to,
Yes.
be compared to. Let's put it that way, not
10
looking up
meters
to.
next to it.
Yeah,
then.
but that's just like close comparison, and you either have to really stand out and do your entirely different own thing, or you have to do it better than A. Lange & Söhne, which is difficult to achieve.
Quite hard
let
to
me put
achieve.
that way. But yeah, I hope that answered your question. Thank you.
Okie dokie. Next question is from user Mo7GM9SM8P.
Okay.
And his question, firstly he says, glad you're coming back. And question,
Me too.
how to get your non-collector spouse on board with your Watch Love Fest? My wife does not understand. Don't have that problem.
No, I get that question quite a lot. I might have already answered that as well. But I always tell people, if you want your significant other to be interested in watches, try to find their way into watches. So if, let's say you weren't into watches, right? But I know you like cars. I would try to find a car-related watch fact or a watch-related car fact and tell you about it and maybe get you interested in watches that way.
She's a clever one.
You know, trying to do a little bit of a crossover maybe, and then just work your way from there. I'm not a big fan of buying someone you want to convince a watch and be like, here, this is a gift from me.
Then you're buying it for yourself rather than for your spouse,
Exactly.
right?
And then you're disappointed if they don't like it. And
Yeah,
it
and
never
then
ends well.
she's two or he is two.
Yeah.
That's like...
Don't do that. If watches are not their thing, sometimes because of their jobs, people don't like to wear watches.
Yes,
It
of
just
course.
will interfere, and then they're like, nah, thanks. So try the crossover method. Or just if you want to buy someone a gift, like a gift watch, you know what? Ask them what they want to wear. I always get that, hey Jenny, I want to like buy this and this or that watch for my wife. What do you think? And I'm like, it does not matter what I think. Ask your wife or lady friend or girlfriend or boyfriend, whatever. Don't ask me, ask them. If they say like this or that, you can ask me which one's better. I might have an opinion on that, but other than that, don't do this.
Or go with them to the shops, to watch shops,
Yes.
and just let them explore, kind of. No? Because I think you were into watches before because of your dad, because you had some relationship with watches, but
Exactly.
you were not super deep into watches. And what I did is, for example, what I did to convince her to make her a fan of watches is, she helped me building my YouTube channel first, way before Jenny L, 2 years before, 1 year before, I don't know.
Yes, definitely.
And she helped me, and I gave her the watches to film them, and so
That got me started.
That got you started, and then I took you to the shops and let you try on some pieces, and that's I think when the spark jumped over
Exactly.
to you.
True. Yeah, we did something together. It's a
Nowadays.
good point. Make AD dates.
Today you're more a watch person, I think, than I am, because you're much more like, she's way deeper into watches than I am. That's a fact. That's a fact. Okie dokie. The next question is from Emerson C2136, and his question is Audemars Piguet really a one-trick pony with the Royal Oak? Can or would the Royal Oak line sustain its popularity beyond the next 10 years? That's a good one.
That is a good one. Oof. See,
Yes, next question.
I was like automatically thinking about not trying to offend anyone, but I don't think it necessarily is a secret that I believe. I think there's also a great meme.
With the pigeon?
Yeah, with the pigeon holding up this.
We need to blend that in,
Yes,
put that on the screen.
We'll throw it up on the screen somehow. I'm going to go on the record and say this. I think without the Royal Oak, there would be no AP today.
Not in
that way.
in this dimension. Yes, I think so too. And for AP, I love the Royal Oak. You don't, for example, I think.
I personally do not.
But I think some kind of Audemars Piguet seems a bit random for me. I don't get their brand. Maybe I'm too poor and not rich enough to get their brand.
I get
but
what
I
you're
don't
saying.
get their brand I get the Royal Oak is just a beautiful watch, in my opinion.
Objectively speaking, the Royal Oak ticks lots of boxes that make it very exciting for people.
And the Code 1159, it's also a beautiful watch. If you take a deeper look inside, and offshore and stuff is for our wrists. I
are kind out of the question anyway.
Very small wristed, but I don't get the branding, so I couldn't believe that if there was no Royal Oak, that AP would sell that much watches.
As of right now, they're trying to. Have you seen these like a Royal Oak, the Black Panther one, the Spider-Man one?
Yes.
Are they trying to be like hip and cool?
I don't know, or is it avant-garde? I don't know.
Again, we're too poor.
I don't. And there were like commercials with like street runners.
Yes, the adverts like parkour.
Yes, and I was like, APs are quite not sensitive watches, or you know what I mean? They're not
robust.
like they're not as robust as, for example, as Rolexes or Omegas.
I mean, I would also be afraid of the servicing costs. Maybe that is what.
Yes, exactly. And I'm like, I don't see the parkour thing with AP, so I don't get the brand. And
we're too poor.
Yes, I think we're too poor for AP. Exactly.
That's basically it. But yeah. What was it 10 years from now? What was that part of the question?
Can or would the Royal Oak lie and sustain its popularity beyond the next 10 years?
Oof. I mean...
Oh, that's a big question.
10 years is quite...
I don't know if I can sustain the next 10 years.
Word. Shoot. Oh, that's a good question. I honestly do not know. I can't tell you.
Also because AP is like in a changing process, because the CEO will leave, and Jasmine Audemars she's not the youngest one.
Let's put it that way. That was very polite of you.
And I think it's really the question of what happens to AP if there's no one from Audemars family involved anymore. And I think it could go both ways, to be honest.
Do you think they would ever sell to
I don't know, but if they would, I think that would be the death of the Audemars Piguet that we know, and also of this, like, I think one thing that's really speaking for them is that they're independent. Right. And they wouldn't be independent anymore, of course, if they're sold. And I think often for those kinds of brands, they lose their
spark.
Yes, kind of.
Je ne sais quoi.
Oui. C'est bien.
I don't know any French. I get what you're saying.
Moi aussi.
Baguette.
Paris.
Right, but yeah, it's going to be interesting. We'll see. We'll get back to you in 10 years.
Hopefully. The next question is from Amedou792. And he's asking, I've been seeing a lot of content recently on Tudor versus Omega. What are your thoughts on this one?
Good question. And I think we should be doing a video on it.
We should.
Well, and talk about it more in depth. I think now that it has shifted more towards like other brands, since Rolex has become the black sheep of the watch family because of the AD game and everything like that, it's only natural that people would compare Omega and Tudor with each other. Sorry, what was the question again?
What are your thoughts on
my thoughts on
Tudor versus Omega? Seeing a lot of content recently on the topic.
Right. Okay. Yeah, that's my thoughts. It's only logical that people would compare these two. It's an interesting comparison for sure. I mean, gotta say that Omega is not independent, but Tudor is.
Yes.
So there's that, and they are, as much as they are similar, they are very much different, and have lots and lots of things to offer in terms of pricing and types of watches. So I think the comparison is fair in some cases. In some cases, it's not.
What would you choose?
What would I choose?
Omega or Tudor?
We both know I wouldn't go for most Omegas.
Why?
Simply because... Why? Mainly because Omega, for me... How do you say that? It's kind of like a faceless brand to me. I don't know personally what Omega stands for.
James Bond.
Right!
And the moon watch and the moon landing.
Okay, well, yeah, but that's just They're too big for me anyways. Tudor for me has like a profile grip. I can't really put my finger on it. Again, I keep saying that, but I mean, the Black Bay 58 is so iconic. I loved when it came out. I mean, the Aquaterra for Omega is great too for me, but I would find more watches to wear for myself at Tudor than I would with Omega.
Do you like the brand more, or?
Kind of, yeah. It's the design, it's the way the cases are shaped. I just prefer the design cues on a Tudor more.
Okie dokie. So Jeni is Team Tudor.
Come at me.
Next question is from Instagram, from literally Jace, and he's asking, I have put my name down for a Rolex watch. How to the AD again without annoying them? Oh, that's a good one.
That is, Kai, we're going to do another video on this as well, where I'm going to interview you specifically in terms of ADs.
That's my topic.
Because you're the master of all things AD and waitlist.
Some experience.
And exactly, that's where it comes from. It's the experience. How to just go. I think the question is meant for like this person probably has.
He's down on a list,
put his name on
and he
on a watch.
doesn't know how to get back to the AD without annoying them. If I could come in here, I think that's.
Go ahead.
I think that's the big problem, to be honest. That people are thinking about that they annoy someone who they're giving money to. And of course, Rolex is very, very good at this psychological game and framing.
They make you feel that way.
They make you feel that way, but you must not jump through that hoop. So what I would personally do is just follow up on them, say, hey, what about the watch I was interested in?
How would you follow up? Would you go there in person?
I would call them.
Call them?
Very first thing, very importantly, is that you have a person to go to. And to have a person to go to and to be cool with them, it's very important that you go to several Rolex dealers and just find out who you like, not the other way around, who you like. And eventually, after 2 or 3 Rolex dealers, you will get to someone who you really on the same like wavelength. And then it's very easy also to follow up, because you can just openly talk, be authentic, and then you don't need to just
feel weird about it.
No, you must not feel weird about it in any way, because the job of a worker at a Rolex AD is to make you feel excellent, and also to make the watches, of course, very nice to have and make you happy and present them as very scarce. That's very nice, but also to make you feel good. And if you don't feel comfortable at a Rolex dealer, then that's their mistake and not yours.
Yeah, take your money somewhere else. I know it's sometimes easy to say if you don't have that many ADs where you live. I understand this, but as you said, it's you kind of have to vote with your money. And
Absolutely.
If someone's mistreating you, if you feel you're being rudely talked to, or you don't have rapport with that salesperson, go someplace else, because now it really is shifting. They don't have to really ADs can't really choose anymore.
No, the gray market is so far down. Of course, the steel models are still a little bit above list. And okay, Pepsis and Batmans and Daytonas in steel are still way above list. But everything else, like Datejust, two-tone Rolexes, Explorers 2, they're so close to the RRP, recommended retail price, that if in doubt, just go to the gray market, spend 500 euros more, or just wait for 2 months and eventually you will get it. And of course, you can always follow up on the Rolex dealer, because one thing to not forget is sometimes the retailer there just has a bad day, like you and I. Yeah. So maybe if you come back 2 weeks later, everything's changed.
True. Maybe,
Just
I mean, we did on the German channel.
We did
a Rolex AD tour in Italy, and you also went to Switzerland afterwards. I couldn't, because of reasons.
Yes, because of reasons we'll talk about soon.
But yeah, we encountered some ADs, salespeople at ADs that were not so nice. Anyway, so yeah, don't feel weird about it. It's your money and you want to buy something. Just give them a call, say hi, and be like, hey, by the way, you know, how are you doing? This is so-and-so. I was just asking about the watch. Is there any updates you can give me? Any like new estimates on when I will be able to pick it up? And then just go from there.
That's a good one. Next question is from Yellow Mankan, I think. If you could add a complication that doesn't currently exist, what would it be?
I mean, listen, I don't know if this is ever going to be possible, but can we somehow make it work that you have an automatic watch, okay? So no batteries, no cords, whatever. Put in some teeny tiny little device that would set your watch precisely to the actual time. You know what I mean?
Like something that's
some tiny device that will be like, oh, I see it is now 12:30 and
your watch
your watch is not set, and it will set it for you with the second hand, you know?
Yes, okay. It's like
a quartz digital watch.
Grand Seiko stuff where the energy maybe comes from the main spring, so it's not with a battery. And there's a little digital device that knows the time and that sets the watch to the time.
What's the word for it? Funk.
Funkuhr, yeah, like radio clock.
Like a radio connection.
Yes, that would be.
What is Funk? Deutsch.
Funk. Achtung, Funk. Du Schweinehund.
Was ist Funk? So yeah, that would be something I would immensely enjoy.
Yeah, setting the watches is a real.
Sometimes it can be a pain.
Struggle.
It can be a pain if the crown's not.
We don't have any real problems. I realize.
Like, oh my god, my life is so shit. I have to set my watch. That would
be a very nice complication, though.
Thank you. Right? I think so too.
It would be. And the next question is from not simply Brent, and his question is favorite non-watch related YouTube channel. As of right now, I keep watching. I mean, that's been like an all-time favorite of mine. Cinema Therapy. I can not recommend these guys enough. It's two guys. What it's about?
They sit
movies?
down. And therapy. They sit down and they have, for each video, they will pick a movie and a theme, and they will do like analysis of a hero with Frodo from Lord of the Rings, and they will therapize movie villains and be like, hey, this is what they should be doing to get a healthy relationship and that kind of stuff. And it's really, really good. And
what should Walter White do?
I'm pretty sure they have an episode on Breaking Bad. Pretty sure. They also did an episode on Arcane. You guys know I love Arcane from League of Legends. Great, just terrific. And what I also enjoy, not watch related, is Not Just Bikes. It is an urban planning channel. It's my guilty pleasure because they just talk about great urban planning. It's like focus on the Netherlands because they have great urban planning. But there are also some great examples about Switzerland and their train systems. And if you're into city planning, street planning, urban planning, that kind of stuff, I can highly recommend Not Just Bikes.
Cool.
There we go.
Now you know a lot about what Jeni does when she doesn't think about watches. Next question is from Rtselu 2042 069, and his question is: do you like Tesla?
Kind of.
I
do drive a Tesla. I have a Model Y Performance. Sure. It is very fast, and I like it. It does have some. Me being the German that I am used to ye-old good German car quality, and in some departments, Tesla cannot deliver.
Do you mean the visible folds in the inside of the door?
Well, I would have enjoyed it. I would have preferred it if my Tesla would have been better constructed. And I think in some parts the materials used are not as expensive feeling.
Yeah, I think you were in bad luck though, because
with the car that I got.
Yes, I think it's in German you say Montagsmodell, which translates to Monday model, and that's some. If you get a model
it's
that's
implying
has a lot of errors.
It's implying that the people in the factory had just a bad start to the week,
had a bad day
and
on
that's
Monday,
why your car is shit.
And that's why the car is shit. And with her car, it was like the camera for setting back did not work. The brake. When
I would switch from
sounds.
park to drive, it would just like a hammering sound to it. It was
It's like
intense.
something's not okay here.
It was dodgy.
Yeah.
But yeah, other than that, besides that, I really enjoyed the test car.
And you must say, it's really, for the price, it's unbelievable.
For the price, you get a good family car.
Yes, it's perfectly fine.
It's good,
just
not the best.
like a little bit beta-ish.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
With improvements.
Next question is from Joss Gaff. Saw some of your videos with Kai on his channel. Why don't you bring him also over to your English channel?
Oh, well, here he is.
We did it.
And I'm so excited. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me, and also thank you to Joss Gaff to also wanting to be on the videos. I'm a shy person in English because I think my English is horrible, but
as long as people can understand.
Yes.
I don't think it's horrible.
It's it's okay. I've been hammered a lot for my Italian videos where I speak so bad, but it wasn't my best time. To be fair.
Yes, let's be real. We were having a hard time in Italy. It was warm.
Okay. Now we are on the title maybe of this video. How are you, Jeni? And where have you been? This is what Johnny Bravo 9990 wants to know.
Well, Johnny, thank you so
How
much for
are you?
asking. I'm doing okay.
Okay.
I'm doing okay. I have been away because I became a mommy. I had our first child, our daughter, in February this year. And I just wanted to, focus my entire time to just being with her. And now that she's grown up a bit, she's now a bit over half a year.
So fast.
It's such a cliche,
ridiculous.
and we were like, oh, whatever. But
now we're like, oh no, don't go away, baby.
Yeah, it actually is like this. Now that she's over half a year old, I can now start taking a bit more time on my YouTube channel again, which I'm very excited about. I have been missing this. I am so happy to be back filming again, especially with you, which is so nice.
It's an honor.
And that's where I have been, really. I was just at home taking care of a baby.
And doing a great job, I must say.
Thank you.
It's unbelievable. What you need to know about Jeni is that she's a really powerful, not powerful is the wrong term, like leistungsfähig or leidensfähig. How do you say?
Enduring?
Yes, she's really enduring, and she's also able to do things from start to end, and she really, of course, took the bringing up of our little daughter very, very seriously, and she does do a very, very good job. And I'm also really proud. I mean, you did put out some videos occasionally, and it's unbelievable that you managed to do that.
Like, some videos are, I don't know, like 3 weeks, 4 weeks postpartum.
Yes.
But yeah, now looking back, I can see myself being so completely out of it.
Yes, being a mom, for everyone maybe who's also planning to be parents, at least being a mom is a 24/7 job for the first 4 to 5 months, and I think it's very important that you really spend the time with your little one.
For those who were suggesting in one of my videos, like, oh, she looks is she pregnant? You were right.
She was pregnant, but we were hiding it pretty good.
I was heavily pregnant. There's been can I just for a second thank this one person? They kept coming back to my channel and saying, Jeni, you shouldn't be sitting so low at your desk when filming. It's not good for your back. And I'm like, I know, but I was hiding a baby bump. So thank you so much for being so concerned. My back is fine now. It was hurting a lot. But yeah, I think now looking back at these videos in like January, you can see that I can see myself.
If you know it, you know it.
You totally see that.
Yes,
so
but it's nice that we could keep it undercover a little.
Yeah, that was important.
Last question. So, yeah. David Aspe or Atspe. Has having a baby temporarily changed the watches you wear most? It changed a lot for me. I think it did. I mean, let's look at today, right?
I forgot mine today. So our daughter is currently being taken care of, obviously. And
she's with grandma.
She's with grandma. And I took off my watch at my parents', and I left it there. I forgot about it.
Because she's like,
Yeah, because she really enjoys watches.
She likes watches a lot.
When you have her on your lap, she will like grab and like be like, oh,
Yes.
trying to put it in her mouth. But yeah, watch wearing has changed for me. I am enjoying my Nomos Club Campus a lot because of the fabric strap.
Right.
It's just lightweight. It's more comfortable when you have to carry a baby around. I don't necessarily want the like a metal sticking to her. I'm sometimes a bit scared of scratching her with my watches, which is also why I'm not wearing my Datejust with the Jubilee. I'm a bit afraid that I might scratch her with the links. The Tudor Black Bay 58 works well with her. And that is smooth enough. But yeah, I'm not wearing watches that often right now, but I find them extremely useful. Mainly because I can like time feedings, wake windows, sleep windows, like when did she fall asleep? Oh my God, please stay asleep. So yeah, that has changed a lot, and I'm sure lots of new parents can totally relate.
A lot of people can relate, yes.
Okay guys, that was it with the questions for this video today. Thank you guys so much for all of the well wishes and congratulations. I really appreciate it. It is so lovely to be back, to come back with you. That's going to be my comeback video. So yeah, thank you. I'm so excited. I'm going to be back posting videos now. And yeah, I can't wait to see what the watch world's going to offer me now that I'm back. But yeah, if you have enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more watch related content like this, make sure to subscribe to my channel. And if you want to see some more watch goodness in German and this beautiful face, make sure to go and subscribe to Kim. I will put his channel down below in the description box. And yeah, that is it for today. If you have enjoyed it, give this video a thumbs up. And then I will see you in my next one. Bye.